Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. Chelsea versus ES Tunis, the Tunisian champions in the Club World Cup. This is the final group game after a win against Los Angeles FC in Atlanta and a very humbling defeat against a rampant Flamengo, the Brazilian side in Philadelphia. Today, I've taken a little stroll down the beach this morning. The weather in Philly is going to be 40 degrees, so I might as well camp myself in a pub, watch Bayern Munich Benfica and see who Chelsea will play if we make it to the round of 16. So we've taken a nice little beach walk this morning in Florida. It's about 25 degrees at 7 a.m. And after what happened last time we went to Philly, where we missed flights, or should I say we didn't miss flights, flights were cancelled. Lovely. Thank you very much, American Airlines. Today, everything seems to be going to plan. Let's hope the result does too. Let's get to it. I also met this girl on the beach, quite like her. What do you think the score's going to be today between Chelsea and ES Tunis in the Club World Cup?
Chelsea and ES, oh God, I haven't heard of either of them. 3-1?
Who to?
First one.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
You can have my number. First of all, gonna get some plain snacks. Ordered myself a jerk turkey wrap to start my day. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Cheers. Bye G, have a good day. Good score prediction, by the way. We're in Philly again, round 2, and I tell you what, I have lived in some hot climates in my life, but this is astronomical. The temperature right now is about 41 degrees Celsius. It's baffling, it's mind-blowing. We're on a street called Pass Yunk Avenue, which might be the wrong pronunciation, but we're on like a little quarter turn in here with 9th Street, and apparently there's some turf wars going on. Pat's King of Steaks and Gino's Steaks, and for whatever reason, Gino's Steaks is talking to me a bit more. We whiz without.
Are you here for soccer?
I am indeed here for the football. Soccer, yeah, I'll let you have that one.
Here's some souvenirs for you.
Thank you very much.
Right,
I do love a good pen, thank you very much.
Are you for the Chelsea?
I am here for the Chelsea.
I knew that.
Are we going to win today?
I don't know, that red
Yes.
team.
Okay, here we go. This is it. This is my first ever proper Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia. This is what we're here for. That is top 3 sandwiches I've ever had in my life. All right, I've spotted some of the enemy Esperance Tunis fans wearing messy shirts. 1-0 Benfica. I tell you what, you guys know this. I have lived in some incredibly hot climates, but the temperatures outside today are absolutely blistering. This is not where you want to be playing a football game. So it's Benfica 1, Bayern Munich 0, which means if Chelsea do manage to go through today, we'll be playing against Benfica in Charlotte in 5 days' time. Now, I don't know about you lot, but I think in my head, I'd rather play Benfica than Bayern Munich. So maybe Chelsea's route towards the final, I'm not going to say it. So we left the casino. I didn't feel like a casino is the best place to hang out for a matchday vlog. However, we've seen Benfica beat Bayern Munich by a single goal to 0. Which means tonight, if Chelsea do manage to get a result here against Tunis, we are going to be in the last 16 of the Club World Cup against Benfica. Which I'm not going to lie to you, as much as I don't want to disrespect Benfica the way that we might have disrespected Flamengo. But, I do feel like this will be a much more beneficial last 16 tie for Chelsea than Bayern Munich. So, we now know what's at stake. Game against Benfica in the last 16 in Charlotte. Can't it, Chelsea? Chelsea versus Esperance Tunis. What are we saying?
You want to score? 3-0.
3-0, okay.
I think the weather could play a part in this. You know, all things considered with Ben Ali out as well for Tunis. Go 1-0 Chelsea.
Right. So today, 3-0 up Chelsea. 3-0 up Chelsea. We have Delap gonna score, Enzo and Caicedo gonna score. I know we don't have a lot of Caicedo goals, right?
Wow.
I just follow you on.
So Xfinity is a venue that's very, very close to the Lincoln Financial Field where Chelsea have played both this game and the previous game against Flamengo. And I tell you what, I want to say a massive shout out once more to the ES Tunis fans. They were there in numbers. They were singing. They were going absolutely bonkers. Massive fair play to them. So the Chelsea lineup was released. Philip Jorgensen in goal, at Champong, Tosin, Badiashile, Gusto, Lavia, Enzo Fernandez, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall out of position on the right wing, Christopher Nkunku getting a Chelsea start, Noni Madueke, and Liam Delap leaning the line for Chelsea. I'm not going to lie, first impressions, it isn't the strongest lineup, but let's get into the stadium and see how we get on. I just want to say once again a huge thank you to DAZN for taking us to the Club World Cup this year so that we can make all of this content. Remember, you guys can watch every game for free at DAZN.com this summer. The link is in the description.
I love your content. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
So for the first half, we're not really talking about the most entertaining game of football. Two teams that were obviously struggling to cope with the heat of the game. It was about 92 degrees still at just gone 9 o'clock in the evening. It was an absolute scorcher in Philadelphia. The Tunisian fans absolutely brilliant throughout once again. Chelsea fans also making a noise when necessary, but it was the Tunisians that were dominating in the crowd. Until the 45th minute plus 3. Bring on Tosin.
Yes! That's the one! That's the one! Put the ball in the right place and let Tosin score. That is perfect. Go on, Liam. Go on. Yes! Yes! Come on! Come on! Yes! That is my striker's first goal. That's fantastic. It's 2-0. Come on.
With Chelsea scoring 2 goals just before half-time, we're absolutely in cruise control. Would have made Enzo Maresca's half-time team talk one of the easiest that he's probably ever had to do as the Chelsea manager. Chelsea players, the likes of Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, Christopher Nkunku, a couple of these guys might well be playing for moves away this summer, but it was Liam Delap, the new Chelsea striker, that stole the headlines for me. And you've all seen these numbers and the stats, right? The money that Chelsea have earned just by qualifying for the round of 16 is 36 million quid. We've already paid the bloody striker off. Chelsea haven't had to really do very much, but this is about managing the game, making sure that we don't surrender opportunities. Andre Santos has come on. Dario Asugo's come on too.
Yes! Go on, Tyrique!
So Chelsea needed a result in the final match of the group, and the result is exactly what we got. Chelsea have won 3-0 against ES Tunis in Philadelphia. I've come to Philadelphia twice now. We have had 2 cancelled flights over the course of everything. My flight back was also bloody cancelled, but I'm here now. I'm back now. It's been a little bit stressful, but we managed to get the job done. In terms of a match that was technically a crunch game, I don't think this could have gone any smoother for Chelsea. We were absolutely in control from minute 1 all the way through to the end. We managed to rotate some players, resting Cole Palmer, resting Moises Caicedo. I think Tosin came in. I said he should play because we're going to need a bit of height at the back, and he did well. Badiashile also nearly scored a goal. I think for players like Nkunku, Dewsbury Hall, this is kind of potentially playing yourself into the shop window. I think a lot of people were kind of disappointed that maybe Dewsbury Hall was getting minutes over and Andre Santos. Maresca has said with Santos, he's going to need more training sessions with him to understand exactly what it is that he wants him to do. So the fact he got minutes too, Mark Guiu coming on, Mamadou Sarr making his Chelsea debut. All in all, right, there's a lot of positives here. There was not the most entertaining game of football, but clean sheet, 3-0 win, as comfortable as you like. And I guess the main topic of conversation here is that we're in the round of 16 and it's Benfica next in the round of 16. Benfica beat Bayern Munich 1-0 earlier in the day. And I'll be very honest with you, I think this is a very nice draw for Chelsea. If we do somehow manage to beat Benfica in Charlotte, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we will be there in Charlotte this weekend. If we manage to beat Benfica, it will either be Palmeiras or Botafogo, so another Brazilian team, and that will also be back in Philadelphia at the Lincoln Financial Field. So, Chelsea, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I don't want to get too hyped up because after that Flamengo performance, I was like, we got a long way to go if we want to go anywhere near winning this tournament. But you got to be in it to win it. We're in the last 16. I think Benfica will be a good matchup for us. I think it actually suits Chelsea very well. And I would rather play Benfica than Bayern Munich. And you can say, oh, well, you underestimated Flamengo. Don't underestimate Benfica. Obviously, they're a Champions League standard club. Enzo Fernandez back against his former club, a team that we also beat in a European final. I'm absolutely buzzing for this one. And I do want to say this again, right? Esperance Tunis, incredible fans. Huge credit to their club. And all of the fans, to be fair, in Chelsea's group. The LAFC, as much as they didn't have loads of fans, they still made a loud noise with the group that they did bring to Atlanta. So huge credit to all of the fans out there in these tournaments. People are saying, people don't care about this. It's a glorified pre-season tournament. If you're actually there and you experience the passion and the feelings behind some of these fans at the games, you're not just calling this a glorified pre-season tournament. Once again, huge shout out to DAZN for taking me there yesterday, and also for the bar that we had that I didn't pay for any drinks, so thanks for that as well. But I think I had a couple too many last night. But I will see you guys for Chelsea news in a few hours' time. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, you can watch every game at the Club World Cup this summer at DAZN.com. Link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.